Hello everyone, and let's talk about what will happen with remote work in 2025, the rest of 2025. Now, a lot of people say that remote work will die in 25. They point to companies like Amazon and UPS demanding full-time return to office. They point to the Trump administration and many states demanding full-time return to office for government employees. But I think that narrative is misleading. We see from the survey from work from home arrangements from Stanford University that most companies intend to maintain a hybrid model, and some will maintain a remote model. So full-time remote will decrease and will transform to hybrid. Some hybrid will transform to full-time return to office, but that will not be all companies, far from all companies. In fact, over half of the top 5 companies by market cap allow flexible work, meaning some time spent from home, including in some cases full-time remote work. Hybrid models will dominate as the predominant style by the end of 2025, as they still do right now, by the early mid-2025, and some forward-thinking and strategic companies will keep embracing or re-embrace full-time remote work. And those companies will see innovation and improving productivity. We know that employees really want flexibility. LinkedIn reports over 50% of applicants on LinkedIn targeting full-time remote jobs, despite that being less than 20% of all job postings. Flexibility correlates with both higher satisfaction and retention rates, according to a study in Nature by Nick Bloom from Stanford University and his colleagues. Hybrid work is a great balance for in-person collaboration with the flexibility of remote. Data reveals higher turnover in firms enforcing strict return to office mandates, and employees are disengaged when flexibility is dismissed. In fact, RTO often fails to deliver promised gains in collaboration or culture. I mean, would you like to collaborate more if you're forced to go into the office and you really dislike it? Are you going to have a good culture? No, of course not. That's not great. Also, economic and operational costs are higher because you need to have more office space, and employees are disengaged means they're less productive. Whereas if people are allowed to be flexible, they show higher productivity and higher employee satisfaction. So Atlassian's policy, for example, shows 92% of employees perform better with choice. And that's a very, very large proportion. Technology is also going to be a catalyst for better flexible remote work, because we have improving technology. Collaboration tools like Slack, Zoom, Microsoft Teams are constantly improving. Also, generative AI is streamlining tasks, including collaborative and individual tasks, that enhances people's efficiency in remote and hybrid settings. We also are going to see increased virtual and augmented reality, which improves collaboration, and that is going to be an important factor. We'll also have improving infrastructure to make remote work easier in more areas of the globe, in the US and around the globe. Also, we have learned more about how to work together in a more collaborative manner. Now, unfortunately, too few managers are trained on remote and hybrid work best practices. Gallup shows only 28% of managers were trained on how to do effective hybrid work and remote work. So that's a problem. But of course, more and more managers will be trained over time, and that effective training will reduce issues of management incompetence in remote and hybrid settings and enhance teamwork and collaboration. That will also, of course, improve smoother transition from people working in the office to people working from home, people working from home to people working in the office, and so hybrid work will improve as well. Smart companies are investing into such training, and that's another factor that bodes well for remote work in 2025. So 2025 will redefine, not eliminate, hybrid and remote work structures. Organizations will leverage tech and training to lead the change, and hybrid and remote work will remain cornerstones of the future of work. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Wise Decision Maker Show. Please make sure to subscribe wherever you checked out the show and leave a review. It helps others discover the show and helps us improve the show. And if you have any questions, email me at gleb, Gleb, @disasteravoidanceexperts.com.